And we're back here at Pizza Hut in Osiris, Coach's Corner West. I want to remind you that we're brought to you in part by Vince Ponziani and Associates at Waycraft Industries, Rod Steiger and Associates at Pizza Hut, Osiris and Galleon, host of our Coaches Show since 1992, and the Burkhart family at Burkhart Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer on the Manette, New Winchester Road. And we have with us now Coach Kyle Skidmore and the Wynford Royals. And Coach, you know, for those that aren't familiar with everything that's going on in Wynford, your first year as the head coach.
Yep, I mean, I'm super excited about being the head coach at the place I went to school, the place that I love, the place that I really care about. You know, that's the biggest thing. I care about these kids.
Now you were already on the coaching staff.
Yep.
When you gave your sign.
Yep. I was with the coaching staff for 3 years with Coach Hilbert. You know, tremendous coach. Learned a lot from him. Great person. I still talk to him to this day about, you know, almost every day I talk to him about how the kids are doing and stuff.
You also played for Coach.
I did. I played for my freshman year. I played for Coach Moyer, and then I had the opportunity to play under with Coach Hilbert for the next 3 years.
What year did you graduate from Wynford?
2015.
15. Okay. I know all the players and I know the eras that you guys went through, but for me to keep everybody straight, I have a hard time doing it. Then you went on and played college football at Findlay, correct?
Yep. I had an opportunity, you know, to further my career with football at the University of Findlay, which is it was a great opportunity for me. You know, I learned a lot. It definitely turned me into the man I am today, for sure.
Good. So your first team, but you're familiar with the players because you were coaching them in some capacity last year.
Yeah.
How do you see? I know you lost some key players. You got some key players back as well.
I mean, I was with these kids all off season. You know, I was with all these athletes all off season, so I learned a lot about them, how they are willing to show up every day to work. You know, and I grew a great relationship. That's where you build a relationship right there in the off season. You know, and what we did in the off season. You know, I didn't have to worry about where these athletes were. They were there every single day, putting in the time and effort and getting after it. You know, that's probably the biggest thing with this group. You know, seniors, they showed up. That's for sure.
Numbers-wise, pretty much where you normally are?
I would say it's pretty normal. I mean, 45 kids, you know, 45 kids. And last year we had about 53. You know, maybe a little down, but it's still, it's nothing crazy, not small.
You're still able to have solid JV team, maybe even a freshman team.
Yes, yep, we're going to have a JV team and a freshman team. You know, our freshman group's pretty solid. We got about 12 to 13 of them. So, I mean, we're going to have a freshman group. And they're a good group of kids, that's for sure.
And if you can have all those, as Coach Plumley said, if you can have all those levels of football, it just makes you play.
It's awesome. You know, it also gives us an opportunity to, you know, while the varsity's up practicing, guess what? I have a scout team now out there going against them. You know, and we got, as long as you got good enough numbers to do that goes a long way. Sure. It really does.
So you're going to get another shot at Otsego. They've been kind of a thorn in Wynford's side, both playoffs and regular season.
Yeah, I mean, past 2 years, you know, had to play them 3 times. You know, they're a good team. I'll give them that. They like to compete. They get after it. I mean, we're not opening up with you know some random team. They know how to play football. That's for sure. I mean, they are a really good coach team. You know, so we're excited about this opportunity. I know these guys are.
They're the type of team that's going to compete with any level in the N10.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to compete with any team that we play this year. I mean, the more I watch the film, the more I realize we have to rise to what they are. For sure. I mean, they're a solid team. We got really good athletes there. They're going to get after it. We'll be fine.
The year the first time we played in the playoffs, they went semifinals.
They played Kirtland to the third quarter, and then Kirtland kind of pulled away. And Otsego didn't have their starting running back in the game. So I mean, Otsego's pretty good. They are.
That's a good test for you. You know, I mean, of course, you never like moral victories. Coaches, I've never had one tell me they had a moral victory in a loss.
Yeah.
But at least you can see where you are. You can kind of measure where your team is.
For sure. I'm a competitive person. You know, the biggest thing, I hate losing. You know, I know a lot of these seniors, they're competitive. Every senior we have, every junior we have, they're competitive. You know, losing is horrible. We don't like it. I'll tell you that right now. So we're not going to this game. We're going to this game like we're going to go 1-0 because that's our number one goal right now is to go 1-0. But I don't care about anything else. 1-0. That's our goal.
You would never go into it.
No. I mean that is the number one goal. You know, I'm not worried about. To be honest with you, game 2, game 3, the league, 1-0. That is where we're at right now.
We talked about a little bit off camera. You guys dropped back down to Division 6 this year, and that's probably going to be a little better, assuming you go up and want to make the playoffs. You're more with teams that you can.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a region now with like Crawford and stuff, and Ottawa Hill. I mean, there are teams that that are pretty competitive to our level. I would say. Last year we were in Division 5. We're in there with Elyria Catholic, Otsego, Eastwood, Elmwood. There's some really good teams there.
Yeah, so big Division 5.
Yes, I mean, big Division 5. I mean, it was competitive, that's for sure. We are happy to be back in Division 6. I think that's where we belong as a school. I really do.
Now, you're coming as the head coach now. Going to see a lot of changes, or are you going to kind of go with similar to what Coach Helton plays?
I would say you probably can see us running the ball more. I mean, that's probably a fact. And we're not going to hide that. I don't think you're going to see that on Friday. It's going to be on camera. We like to run the ball. That is for sure. But we also have a quarterback who can throw the ball. We do. We have a quarterback that has a good arm. So hopefully we can try to even that out a little bit. But I can see us running the ball pretty often.
All right, we're going to get the opinions of the players, and of course, under your watching live, they're going to give us their results as well. We want to remind you, first of all, that brought to you in part by Life Freely and Todd McDougall at Freely and Company Insurance in Washington, Ted Coder at Monarch Body Shop in Washington, and the Ohio State University at Marion, a Big Ten education close to home. And we have up first, and they were kind enough to put their names in order, so I don't have to sort through and figure out. First we have Cohen Keith, and Cohen, you're a senior. All these guys are seniors, so I won't repeat that. But tell us a little bit about what your role is on the team.
Me personally, I play running back and outside linebacker.
Okay. And is it different this year as far as your role, or pretty much did the same thing last year?
As my role, I will be playing more offense this year as last year. I focused on defense, so this year I'll be playing both sides of the ball. So
Okay.
it's really changed me.
Okay, good. And kind of what's your outlook? You guys are all seniors. You kind of want to go off with a bang, so
Of course, yeah. Every team wants to go with a bang, wants to win it all.
And even though you haven't competed for titles necessarily the last couple of years, you still made the playoffs.
Yes, we do.
So that's kind of a first hurdle. Definitely make the playoffs, compete for the title.
Yeah, of course, I know.
Coach is nodding his head over here, so you're saying the right things.
Of course, we want to take it step by step, and obviously, like Coach said, we're going to take it step by step, week by week. But obviously, at the end of the year, you want to be a conference champion going into playoffs. So, like you said, we don't really want to take more victories.
There you go, exactly. Okay. Listen, we appreciate you guys coming out tonight, coming in, and enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Next, we have Corey Moon, and Corey worked with your brother the last year or so, and we miss him. We really do miss him at the station. You may not understand it, but from a technical standpoint, he was really good. He really did a good job for us. So, what's your role in the team?
I play wide receiver and cornerback.
You're different from your brother.
Yeah.
He was a lineman. And again, are these different roles for you this year? Or
No.
pretty much the same.
Yeah, same as last year. Wide receiver, cornerback.
Okay. And personal goals you have for this year as far as helping the team?
First of all, the opposite, just do my best on every rep, not take any reps out. Just give every play my 100%.
That's what the coach is asking. Any particular game you're pinpointing, or you're just, as the coach said, taking one game?
Yeah, just like Coach said, week by week, 1-0, then 2-0, 3-0, so on and so forth. Every big fight.
Good luck with the season.
Thank you.
Enjoy your pizza.
Thank you.
We have next Kobe Knopfsinger. And Kobe, what's your role on the team?
I'm the center and defensive tackle.
Center and defensive tackle. So you're banging heads most of the game, right?
Yeah.
Both sides of the line. Okay.
He's a dog. That's what we call him. We call him dogs.
Dog. He's one of the dogs.
He's one of the
Okay.
dogs.
All right. Yeah. And he means that in a good way.
Yes, absolutely.
Has your role changed, or is that pretty much what you
Yes, I was an offensive tackle last year, but defensively it's the same.
Okay, all right. And so personal goals for this upcoming season?
Just give everything I got every play, walk to the whistle, do my assignment.
And I ask, of course, you guys are going to be more run-oriented a little bit. Osiris is more pass. But I ask the Osiris offensive lineman, you prefer pass blocking, run blocking, or does it matter?
I like it both.
Doesn't matter.
As
Okay.
long as we score.
That's all matters.
That's all that matters. That's right. Just do whatever the play is, run that play. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Kobe, we appreciate you coming out tonight. Good luck on Friday night.
Thank you.
And finally, we have Shane Young. And Shane, what's your role on this team?
I play strong tackle and defensive tackle.
And
Defense tackle.
Okay, so you're another one that's kind of banging both sides of the ball, yeah. Okay. In the trenches, as they say. And there's a reason for that, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yes. What are you looking forward to as far as the season is concerned?
Just like everyone else said, basically just go 1-0 and then keep taking steps as the weeks come, and eventually, hopefully, try to win a title. I think that's the biggest goal.
No particular team. You're not targeting. Kerry was the state champion. We want to get back at them. No. Okay. I'm not trying to create any bulletin board material.
Let's focus on that first game. First game, right?
Just the first game, right? That's where you stay safe.
Yep.
So, all right, Shane, we appreciate you coming out tonight. Good luck on the rest of the season and Friday night. And we're going to come back and have a few final words from Coach Skidmore. I want to remind you that we are brought to you in part by Mike Kleinheit at Ag Credit, Residential Lending, Osiris, Mount Gilead, and Marion, Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center, Dr. Erica Schieber at Osiris Veterinary Service, 222 West Mary Street, Luann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing and Signs, 309 across from the Marion Depot, Dwayne McCombs at Poet Grain in Marion. And so, Coach, we already talked about it a little bit. You got Otsego coming up, and so what do you look for as far as how do you do scrimmage-wise? I know you can't put a lot of stock in scrimmage. Coach Plumlee and I talked about their scrimmage in Fredericktown. You can't really hang your hat necessarily on scrimmage outcomes.
First scrimmage we had, it was with Worcester Triway and Northwestern. So, Worcester Triway, they're going to be a competitive team this year.
Northwestern always is.
Absolutely. They got after it. I thought we competed well. Our kids were excited to be there. And it's always exciting, you get to go against someone in a different color jersey and stuff. You take all of August, you just beat heads with each other all August, and you finally get to go against someone else. That's always a great opportunity. It really is. And we also scrimmage Northmore. I really believe Northmore is going to be a really good team this year. They have some really good athletes over there. But our kids didn't shy away from anything. I thought we gave it our best. We competed, and in a scrimmage, that's kind of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I'm not in a scrimmage. I'm not looking to win.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see our kids compete, to see that they're going to get after it, and then number one, come away healthy in scrimmage.
Right.
That's important. It is.
So far, so good on that.
Yeah. For the most part, we've been all healthy. And especially when you're looking around 40 kids, it's important that every kid stays healthy.
I was going to say that can really turn your season. You have one guy goes even for a couple weeks. Sometimes you say, oh well, he's out 2 weeks with a concussion.
Yeah,
it's going to be 2 crucial weeks.
That's 2 big weeks for us, especially how our schedule goes. It's big.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming out tonight. I know we talked about it's a busy time. You guys everything's kind of spinning because everything comes on you fast. Football season is just rushed on us, hasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like it almost always does. I've done this for a long time, and it comes up when you quit.
It really does.
So appreciate you coming out tonight. Coach Kyle Skidmore of the Wynford Royals. And up next, we will have Coach Chad Jensen and the Buckeye Central Bucks. Thanks, guys.